Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. So I had a few times in my life where I, due to a last minute change of plans or bad luck, I missed out on a small fortune. I don't feel so bad anymore because I was just reading a story. This girl from the UK had been playing a set of lottery numbers for a number of weeks, and she had accidentally overdrawn her account, so the lottery ticket didn't go through, and she missed out on 182 million British pounds. I've never missed out on that much money, but I've missed out on small fortunes, and I have autism, and sometimes it gets in the way. 6 years ago, I was looking to buy some unusual metals, iridium and rhodium, and I got bungled up in trying to buy it. What had happened was, obviously, these aren't the kind of metals you go to a coin shop and buy, right? So I was trying to buy it on this website. It required some kind of two-factor authentication or maybe an ID to be uploaded or something like that. And I got too lazy to do that. Long story short, I'll let you check what iridium and rhodium prices have done in the years since then. Now, it's kind of interesting. At the beginning of the pandemic, silver prices had just crashed. I think before the pandemic, they were $20, $21, $22 an ounce, and they crashed to $12 an ounce. And I was trying to buy a 1,000-ounce silver bar. Now, you got to go back to the kind of situation we were in March of 2020. There's a lot of fraud going on. A lot of people were fraudulently claiming unemployment. A lot of people were committing all sorts of other crimes because they knew that the cops had better things to worry about, right? And just chaos, right? But I remembered what had happened when I gave up on trying to buy the iridium, so I stuck it through. I remember one morning, I had a really rough morning because I was living in an Airbnb. This was an apartment in a building. I want to say a 4-story building. And so I was running out to my car. I used to live out of my car just before the pandemic hit. Running out to my car looking for all sorts of documents, tax returns, and utility bills and all that. And I had accidentally locked myself out of the apartment, and then now I have to call the apartment management building, and then I still have to get on the phone to confirm the bank details. And all this time I was worried that silver prices would jump right back to the 20 or whatever dollars an ounce it was. And so I spent 3 days running for papers and calling people, and I stuck it through, and I bought 1,200 ounces of silver altogether. And part of the reason I get nervous every time I need to order more bismuth for my art. One time I was at an art show, and I sold 5 of these in one go, but the buyer was trying to haggle, see if he can get a better deal for buying 5 of them. I was worried that after he bought them, I wouldn't be able to buy bismuth at the same rate again, so I excused myself to go to the bathroom so I could check on bismuth prices. And I don't know, I keep getting this mental image that one day I'm going to wake up and bismuth is all of a sudden going to be $2,000 an ounce. And so every time I go to the art show, I never know if that's going to be the last time I could do it. But I checked it hadn't, and I sold them the 5. I got $100 each, so and it wasn't not bad. And so I don't want to I don't want to miss out again. Oh, the other thing that I missed out on was just before the pandemic, February of 2020, there was a conference in Taiwan that I wanted to go to, but at the last minute I decided that I needed to make more connections here in the United States. But God, had I gone to that conference, I would have been stuck in Taiwan for the duration of the quarantine with their lower costs of living, with the potential of meeting a future life partner and all that, right? I could have saved a lot of money for one thing. Uh, anyway, although I did have a good time in Wallace, Idaho, so it wasn't a complete loss. But stories like that make me want to not give up on when I see a good deal, or so even to this day, I don't think the fact that I missed out on buying the Indium was the end of the world. This is the Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum.